What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Around the Arena. I'm Sam, and this is Cody, and you're listening to the Finals Central. This is the beginning of Season 3, Episode 1, and we know that Season 2 kind of had an abrupt ending over kind of a month ago at this point, with our last episode talking to Young after his announcement of becoming the coach for Alliance. If you don't know who Alliance is, they're arguably the best team in Europe right now in the finals. And Young, towards the end of the PHL Season 1, did announce that he has been signed as the coach for that team, and he's been doing amazing work over there. He's a great friend. Check out that episode here on YouTube or Spotify once you're done listening to this one. But we do know that it ended with an kind of abrupt ending. You know, we didn't upload any more podcast episodes after that. And to be honest with you, we've just been super busy. We've had a lot of live events and things like that. And so that's what this episode is going to be. Along with that, we are recording this basically on the 2nd of October. This weekend is PHL qualifiers for Season 2, and we also did just wrap up closed qualifiers for the major. We won't be covering necessarily the major qualifiers in this video. We're actually going to have that in the next episode of the pod. So let's go ahead and jump into kind of what's been going on. First of all, speaking of closed quals, we did watch Party the whole thing. It's probably the video that's playing in the background of this episode. So if you enjoy what you're watching while you're listening to us, go check out the VODs. They're here on the channel. All right. So what happened towards the end of Season 7 of the finals with us? First up, I've got my ridiculous grind to trying to hit Diamond. I absolutely sweated. I tried to lock in. I tried my absolute hardest to hit Diamond at the end of the season, including playing on the last night until 5:30 in the morning the next day, and fell short. I finished high plat 2, almost plat 1. I did peak, I think, like 600 under Diamond. So unfortunately, that dream is still dead, but we're trying again this season. We'll see what happens.
I remember hearing over the mic all of the hope and energy leave his voice when it was like, what? It was like 11 or 12 my time, so it was like 2 or 3 your time, and you were like, let's keep going, and I'm like, dude, it's over. Wrap it up. It's over.
Yeah, we had a slow start to the beginning of the season, especially with ranked. We really didn't play much ranked at all together. Honestly, I played a lot of ranked without Cody, which was an interesting time to say the least. And so now we're trying to get back in motion together for this season. But yeah, fell short. I had, of course, another downfall this past season of getting basically a plat 1 and then dropping somewhere in gold super far down, and it was demoralizing and I hated it. And then managed to climb back to where I was. But yeah, just ran out of time. So anyways, I'll try to stream maybe some ranked games or things like that throughout this season, but the grind is still on. I'm definitely going to try to hit Diamond. We've also got Young helping us out, telling us what we suck at, which is great. And yeah, so outside of ranked as well, we did actually run our next community tournament. If you guys remember, Cash Out Crash Out was the last one you've heard about, but we actually held TFC Summer Shift, which was a power shift tournament that Cody helped organize. And I'm going to let him talk about his pain and suffering that he went through, as it was quite a similar journey to mine with Cash Out Crash Out. So Cody, take it away. Let us know how that went.
I'm willing to say, and I'll go on record, that it wasn't that bad. In my personal opinion, I don't think it was that bad. The thing that made it bad was the day of stuff. I think the day of stuff is what made it bad. But like everything else was honestly pretty chill, in my personal opinion.
That's crazy swap up for what you told me. But
it wasn't a crazy swap up.
No, that's not what you told me.
That's what I said. I said that I don't think it was that bad outside of the first day stuff, or the last, like the day of stuff. Okay. So for anyone that hasn't, I think we've had this conversation before in the pod, but whatever, we're going to have it again. Okay, anyone that hasn't hosted a tournament before, honestly, once you get the format down, it's pretty chill. The other part, which, like anything, is trying to round up people to do stuff. That's where it gets hard. Because you got like, who knows, hopefully not that many, but like we had like 50 people. And we had to round them up and do stuff. We had a full team dip last minute, which in a tournament of 5 people per team, that's a lot of people. And Power Shift is kind of relying on a certain amount of people being there, especially in a tournament format. So that didn't go too well. Outside of that, though, I think it went really well. We had some really cool creators. I had to go into Akazo's stream and formally apologize because he played a single game and then got kicked off the tournament, which is unfortunate. I felt bad. I felt terrible. But we had Sanguine Knights in there who's like hitting crazy shots, and we had incredible casters you may know of, Jerry and Artie, the host of the major qualifier, Artie, and one of the casters, Jerry, who was casting the whole thing, and it was super fun. It's a great time. And then my game crashed because they told me to open up the leaderboard, and I opened up the leaderboard, and my game crashed, and we had no other view, so they were just like chilling, hanging out.
Yep.
But it was fun. It was super fun. If anybody hasn't seen it, I would go check out the VOD. I think it's a really great stream, and I think it's an even better tournament because it just has a bunch of creators in it and a bunch of our viewers, and we all just hung out. And
yeah. I mean, all jokes aside, like it was actually a really fun event. Massive shout out to Jerry and Artie, and like Cody said, I think he touched on it, but it was a power shift tournament. It was not double elimination bracket, which is maybe something we would do in the future, but originally this did start as we wanted it to be a creator event through Embark creator program. That's kind of where we blasted it out. We had some creators say that they were going to play, and then they kind of didn't show up. Yeah.
We can cut this out. But Power Shift Discord, I see you guys. I saw what you guys are chatting about in there, chirping. I got eyes everywhere. I got eyes all over. Complaining about the prize pool. I did a little last minute switcheroo on you.
Yep. We wanted people to be there for the thrill of the game, not necessarily the prize. And some people complained because it was a $5 prize to the winners, and then it turned out not to be $5 to the winners. We bumped it up last day because, who doesn't like a good surprise in the back pocket? So,
eyes all over.
It was an awesome event though. And it was really cool because Waltz and Burrito won. Their team won, which was great to see them. Burrito is now a professional gamer. He now has tournament earnings. That's pretty hype for him. And yeah, man, it was a cool event. So.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to show
along
up in
with the topic.
Sorry to interrupt, but it'll be there in a little bit.
Yeah, they need to put some Liquipedia. They should, honestly. It was a sanctioned event. It was even sanctioned by Embark, ECP. So, I think it should show up there. But the next tournament, because we haven't held one, we're now in October. We did not hold one in September, and to be honest with you, that was because we had closed Quals watch party, which we'll get into in a minute. But one tournament idea that I've been playing with, and I've mentioned to Cody and Young and some others to kind of gauge some interest, is I want to try to do a Friday quick play tournament. If you've been in our Discord and played any pickup games, or pugs is what we call them, you know that there's basically channels that you can join, and then you join a queue, and once the queue is full, you get matched into a game that you run via private match. And I have this idea of, unfortunately, I took Bank It out because that's what I was gonna do it with, but unfortunately, I took it out literally right when season 8 started. So, the idea though is 5v5 modes, which I think currently, actually, we could do it now that the new heavy hitters is in. Basically having random 5v5 modes, which I think is just quick play and power shift at the moment. And essentially having a bunch of queues going linked to one leaderboard. And for 2 hours, people join in to any of the queues. They're assigned random teams, a random mode on a random map, and they play that out. And basically, Neat Queue, which is the bot that we used for this, has an ELO system. And so my idea is you play quick play games like this. It's all hosted in our Discord and in private matches. We'll cast them, some of the lobbies, things like that. And at the end of 2 hours, the top, X people, probably 5, earn prizing. That way teams are completely random. It's not super sweaty. It's fun modes. It's easy to run on like a Friday night or something. We have a time limit on it for 2 hours. Like, that's what I want to do as my next tournament. So if you guys are listening to this podcast and you think that sounds cool, let us know in the comments, because that's kind of what I want to move with, but I'm kind of gauging everybody's interest. If you think it sucks, let me know, and I'll go back to the drawing board and figure something else out. But I think that's going to be potentially the next tournament. So go ahead, Cody.
Thinking of other really cool tournaments, I know we already mentioned the coolest one, which was mine, but Young's PVA tournament was really cool until we lost, but it was really cool.
Yeah. So in case you guys have not been following the channel or following what we've been up to or what's going on in the final scene, Young hosted a charity golf event that we got to help kind of plan and test out for him. He had this idea of basically speed golf where somebody goes in and makes a tee box, then two teams in a cash out game group up together with two vaults, and then they race to plug the vault into the cash out. And you can't move with the vault, right? You can jump and throw it, you can punch melee it, or throw melee, all that stuff, but you can't move with it. And the idea is you kind of chase down the box, you stand there, you throw it again. And not only are you trying to plug it quickly, but you want to plug it in the least amount of throws possible. So it was a ton of fun. We made it through the first round. And then we got knocked out in semifinals to Louis Boulin, who's a cool guy. It was the closest it could have ever been. I mean, it literally came down to, I think, the last shot. And it was a ton of fun. I think Young ended up raising like $1,500 for charity or something crazy. So, it was all for a good cause. We were playing for American Cancer Society. And yeah,
I will say, if you count our donations, TFC as a whole, as a community, I think we donated like $230.
no, we did more than that. I think we did like $510 or something.
Us as a community?
I put 250.
You put 250?
Yeah.
Okay, it might have been like 400 then.
All right, it might have been 400. I don't know. I don't think the Matcherino link probably exists anymore, but if it does, anyways.
I just know a couple of our viewers. Shout out to them.
Yeah, also shout out to you guys. So yeah, I mean, it was an awesome event though, and props to Young. That guy is a god when it comes to assets and production and things like that. I mean, that dude was working day and night on that thing. So really cool. Appreciate him inviting us to do that and also to help test it out and gauge our feedback and things like that. So and congratulations to him on having a great event. We're excited for the next one where we come back bigger and better than ever, and we finally win and we get our jacket, the green jacket. It's a master stroke if you people don't watch golf. Yeah, and then beyond that, the only other competition update I guess we have is that we participated in a creator showdown as a launch event for the Embark Creator Program. It was live on the finals live stream. We also ran a very scuffed stream because we weren't planning on being live, and then we thought last minute we should. So they broke Pookie and I up. So Cody and I were not on the same team. We didn't know that going in. But
I was on the cooler team though.
Yeah, Cody got put on Oscar's team. I got put on Caroline's team with Waltz and a bunch of other people, and it was honestly really fun.
Young, it was sick.
Yeah, you got Young. I know. I didn't get any of my Pookies. Well, I actually Waltz is my Pookie too. So
put that on the record right now.
No, Waltz is my Pookie too. I'm trying to remember who I was with. I was with Caroline, Waltz, myself, Ronan, and Water Dance, who's really cool. It was the first time I interacted with her.
I think I was
awesome.
I was with Oscar, Anya Bliss, or is it Biss?
I think that's right. Yeah.
I don't know if it's Biss or Bliss, but anyways, all great people, Young, and then
you really like Black Swan, I think, right?
I think
Isn't that her
them
name?
as well, and then
There's only 5 people.
Anekos?
No, Nikos wasn't in that event. No. Nikos wasn't in that event.
I thought there was like a.
No, it was 5. Yeah, it was you, Oscar, Young, Anya, and Black Swan, which I think is her name.
Okay.
I can't remember her name.
Okay.
But I think that's
Fair enough.
It did go down to the wire. We basically were playing a lot of LTMs and quick play games, and it was a ton of fun. Power shift games were super close. Team death matches were kind of wild, to be honest. I don't think I've ever played as coordinated in a team death match as that. Ronan and Water Dance are both very good players, so having them at the helm was very fun. Yeah, I know it was a ton of fun, and it was also really cool because we were on the main broadcast for the finals as well. So we had a chance to plug our stuff, tell people who we were, that kind of thing. I think there was 800 people watching or something on their stream alone. So it was a really cool event.
It was really cool, and it was even better that not only did Sam lose, but I won. It was sick.
I did outfrag him in every single map, I think, except for the last TDM, and that's because I went medium on heal beam and just heal botted everybody.
That's just blatantly untrue.
No, it's true. The VOD is there.
Nope.
I kept track. Trust me. I made it my mission to outfrag you every single map. So, but then like I said, the last 2 matches I stopped. I went full support, just trying to help out where I could. And yeah, they were close games, but it was a ton of fun, and we appreciate Embark for having us. So, yeah. Gosh, speaking of things we've been invited to, I guess, was the season 8 preview event. We, just like season 7, we were invited by Embark to try out season 8. Unfortunately, Cody was not able to play in it, but he was in a call. At least we got to check it out, watch over our shoulder. But I got to play in it, and I was with Young and Rio. It was a good time. We got slammed. As you can imagine, there were a lot of pro players also checking it out.
I was gonna say, you really, from what I heard, I don't think a lot of people got to play.
Yeah, they did start the event with team deathmatch, and the thing is, it was all group parties of 3, and the way they do it is the teams are like pre-made and stuff, and so you had all these parties of 3 trying to queue team deathmatch, was just groups of 5. So the game couldn't matchmake us. So people started jumping out of their party. And as soon as that started happening, everybody got into matches. And, we got to try out the new weapons. We got to try out the new Bernal TDM map. And then we got to try out Monaco Suspended Structures V2, which is in the game now. I mean, if you've played. Very good changes. And it was really cool. They're very fun events to kind of try things out early, get footage, things like that. But as you can imagine, that did kind of sneak up on us. And so as soon as I was done, we basically spent a week editing videos. We put out, I think, 3 videos, one of which we might have even take it down or something at this point.
I did take one down. I rage took one down.
Yeah, okay. Cody Tilton just deletes things. He doesn't tell anybody.
I'm sorry.
He just deletes. He's like, oh, by the way, it's gone.
Look,
all right, dude.
Look, I want a specific type of aura when you go onto our channel, and when there's look, we have a couple missers, okay? But I can only do so many, all right? If you open our channel and you see a bunch of misses, you're going to think we're a bunch of misses, okay? We need to look like real cool people that get views and stuff.
Yeah.
That one didn't get views. That one did not.
No, I didn't. But I mean, that's to be expected
so
too.
bad.
There's so many people uploading basically the same content. Even my dog agrees. You probably heard him in the background right there. But yeah, it was a cool event. And I guess that moves us into our next topic, which is just season 8 in general. How are we feeling? Cody, how are you feeling about season 8 so far?
Well, not a lot changed for me. As a light player, normally we eat good. Normally we eat real good, and we did not eat good this season. Nothing changed. It's still the 93R. I thought something was going to change. Definitely hasn't. LH1's terrible.
Well, something changed. You just got a net loss. You didn't gain anything. They actually took things away because they took thermal vision out of the game.
Well, if you ask me, that was a net loss to everyone, because now, respectfully, the gameplay's a little bit worse. I am willing to go on record that, I love Embark. I think they're great people, but removing the counter to the thing
yeah,
and then just kind of letting the other thing go free, not a great idea. Not their best work, I'll say.
Yeah.
Because, smokes now, granted, new patch, we'll talk about in a little bit. They did nerf smokes. Don't know if it's enough, but they nerfed them quite a lot. But yeah, you just throw smokes on the cash box, and then you go and hit it, and then nothing happens. You can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really
instead
great.
of lights eating good when they would throw smokes and pop thermal, now nobody eats good. Everybody suffers.
Yeah,
all together
everyone's
we get upset. So
yeah, no one's having a good time.
Yeah,
you throw the smoke down.
Yeah, so now we're all one big happy family yelling into our mics when smokes drop.
But I was gonna say the BFR, really cool, fun gun to use. We haven't seen too much of it in pro play because it wasn't allowed in, but it might be allowed in the future. We're gonna see it probably in PHL. So
we will see it in PHL. It is not banned. I have confirmation of that.
I don't think
along
we're
with
seeing the
P90.
P90 as much as Reddit wants to say that the P90 is good. I don't know if we're gonna see it, boys.
No.
But keep wishing. It'll come soon. Any day now, you'll see it.
It turns out hip firing the FAMAS just does more damage.
Yeah,
than
it turns out the
P90.
3-round burst weapon with insane accuracy is really good. Yeah, sorry, boys. Any day though.
Yeah, you guys can keep dreaming though.
Yeah,
I hope it works out for you one day.
Hey, the guy in the comments who was
heavy.
like, back in season 5, was like, dude, the 93R, that thing's crazy. He's up right now. He's up tremendously.
He is up.
He's
been up for
keep
2 whole
hoping.
seasons.
Yeah, it'll be your season. Maybe like season 11, we'll be there. It'll be good.
Yeah,
It'll be real good.
that's a good point. That guy did drop down. We said, "What are you?"
Yeah, we're
what
like,
are you
dude,
on?
well, this
And
guy's
then
an
we're like,
idiot.
Damn, he was actually cooking.
Yeah, I
That's
was
crazy.
like, dude, this guy's dumb. What is he talking about? And then he was right. And that's how most people, are seen. They're seen as dumb, and then they're right. So
Listen,
keep
if
going.
you are that guy, by the way, who commented that, quit the game now. Stay while you're up.
Yeah, stay while you're up. Don't make any more predictions because that was a one-off chance.
You hit the
I'm gonna be
mother load.
honest.
You hit the jackpot, honestly.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cash out the voucher and head home, bro.
You know how
Hit
many
the
people
Shake
in that
Shack on the way
comment
out and go
section?
home.
The people in that comment section still look dumb. I'm sorry to say. There are some guys in there that were like, "Oh man, you got to try the I don't know, something bad, something not
Dude,
good."
Speaking of which, I didn't even write it down here, but I did. I mean, we're talking about your light guide, right? The meta guide, and I put out one for heavy. I guess right towards the end of last season, and interestingly, I haven't gotten a lot of that. I thought that I put out that video and I was like, man, I can't wait for the war to start. But you want to know actually the one thing that people keep commenting, it gets aired by quite literally everybody who watches that video. It's, oh, so we're not going to mention the healing emitter. And it's like, nope, we're not going to mention the healing emitter. Nobody wants to.
No,
Yep,
we're
sorry.
not. But keep open. No, I was gonna say I think the reason why is because, in my personal opinion, I think heavies they go through a lot of struggling. So there's community there. Lights, they're angry. They got anger for everything around them and everyone around them. Heavies, they got to stick together. They take care of each other. So that might be why.
I don't know, man. I mean, with Winchclaw the way it is, I kind of just press the win button to win the game. It's kind of fun.
That's what I'm saying. They're
I
good.
get
They don't
to
want
sing. I get to sing songs and bop my little head around, not have to sweat at all. I got
I know
350
you got the
health.
BFR Titan. You can.
If I die, I yell
winch.
at Cody to H plus me more next time.
You can winch headshot a light. Now you can't, but you could. It was cool.
Yeah, you could.
It was really cool.
I mean, yeah, God forbid I just instead pull them in and hip fire them with the Shack or SA1216.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are eating real good right now. You got some good stuff going on.
Yeah. Oh, you're stealing my cash out? My fault, twin. Press Q.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dome shield.
But
RPG,
yeah.
C4.
So man, we've had a lot going on. If you can't tell, there's been a lot happening since the last pod. So we're sorry that the season ended abruptly. But if you haven't picked up on the trend yet, I think it also took Cody for a surprise because I just kind of mentioned it in a video. But
he did. I was like watching his video and I was like, "What happened?"
Yeah. We are coinciding the seasons of Around the Arena with in-game seasons. So season 8 started. So here you go. We're on season 3, episode 1. Yippee! But we are trying to get more consistent with uploading. We
probably
do
get some more
PHL.
guests on too. We should probably do that.
Yeah,
We have a little bit of a backlog.
we do have a backlog.
We
Like
have
I
a
said, we
backlog.
are going to talk about Quals, just not in this pod episode. So if you're waiting on the Esports pod episode, don't worry. We might even record it
coming.
right when we're done with this one, and if not, it's going to be by the end of this weekend, out for next week. So
Damn,
Back to
see what I'm talking about? He keeps just throwing things out, man. I don't know what's going on.
that's not true. That's not true. We talked about this before, so because we're busy. But we do have PHL season 2, like I said, kicking up here in the month of October. So expect the watch parties to be back. I'm also very excited. It's going to be our first time. Well, not necessarily the first time we've seen BFR and probably not P90 in competitive play. It was there in the Ape Squad title survival event, but yeah.
Sorry, I was throwing my hands at Sam in the camera because I wanted to say something. Okay, 2 things. Okay, 1, no new light for no new weapon for light. Messed up, not cool. Didn't appreciate that. 2, I called the P90. I know it was obvious. Okay, I knew it was really obvious, but still, I called it. Okay, Embark obviously listens, so 2 more charges a dash. Let me know when. If anybody didn't see the super dash glitch, keep that in. Add that back in.
Keep dreaming,
that.
brother.
Keep that. Add the super dash back in.
Keep the double jump game Chauvin. That's pretty fire.
Honestly, keep everything. I don't know. Keep everything.
Yeah.
Bring Headhunter into competitive.
Yep. Dude,
Don't
honestly,
don't do
bring it in a world tour at least. I love
do that.
Headhunter.
that.
I'll die on that hill. I know there's people who don't. I love it. I think it's a ton of fun.
Oh, Headhunter's super fun. One more thing. So, talking about stuff that we've done, major qualifiers happen. We're not going to get in depth, like Sam said. We're going to do a whole episode talking about all those good stuff. But we are going to talk about the sheer amount of time that Sam and I had to clock in.
God.
Well, it was a total of 24 hours, I think. It was 2 12-hour streams.
It was like, 24.
That's unpaid, by the way, boys. We clocked in for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Okay? That's
no
something you
breaks.
can't pay.
The only ad breaks, quote unquote, we took or breaks we took was literally because they ran like a 30-minute meal break, and we also wanted to play like the new PHL trailer and stuff. But beyond that, we were there. I was in the seat even during.
Hey,
those
I want
breaks.
you to know I really wanted to take a break, and then you and Young were like, "Oh, we got 30 minutes. Let's do Wordle," and I was like, oh, "Okay." And then it was like, "Well, we're done with the Wordle," and Young was like, "Let's go play some World Tour," and I was like, "Okay."
Like, and then we won that World Tour.
I wanted my 30. Whereas I'm entitled to my 30-minute break by state law, please.
Not here, boy. We operate in Virginia out here.
No, we're based out of Virginia.
Yep. You're on contract. You're not W-2. You get no breaks. So. Shout out, honestly, though. Yeah, again, shout out to Young and also Waltz for coming and hanging out on the watch party.
Dude,
and keeping us sane, because I think it was the two of us and we were locked in for all that time. It would have been even more draining, but we had a lot of goofy moments. We got a whole funny Taj, by the way, that like has clips, and we just haven't even gotten a chance to make that. But there's some pretty iconic lines that have been dropped. Our Discord soundboard's probably getting completely revamped just from that stream alone.
So good.
Yeah, but it was a really good time, and we did release a 15-minute kind of qualifier recap video. So if you missed close quals and want at a high level, really quick, like just rundown of the bracket and who is where and what's happening in November, go check that video out. We'll have it linked in the description of this episode of the podcast. And if you're on Spotify, it's over on YouTube, of course. But yeah, it's super high level, so don't expect very deep details about the games. There's a ton of other creators who have put out a lot deeper videos.
Hold on, Sam. Give yourself some credit, okay? Everyone was very impressed with how you were able to cram 24 hours of stream and game into like 13 minutes. That was impressive, okay? And I will say he covered the important parts, like when what's his name thought he won. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Police, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Let's go. Wait, what? So good. It's so good. He's like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. There was a lot of awesome clips just in general from the community during that. Like,
yep.
I've watched the Elix clip of him celebrating after winning. I don't know. Every time I get emotional, kind of watching it.
It gets you a little teared up because you can feel the emotion in that thing, man.
Yeah, man. He really. It was cool. So we're excited. You know, November is approaching, and we're planning the deets on our not Vegas trip. God, our Stockholm trip. Yeah, no, we're not going back to Vegas right now. We're going to Stockholm, but we are planning that out. And by the way, not full leak, but we may have something available for purchase if you're going to the major. So make sure you're in the Discord because you will need to kind of pre-order it. And that's
we have a lot of cool things happening. Also, not to say, I know I've said it a million times, but to remind someone, like, you know, I got a little something cooking too. You guys are a little cool. So we'll see. We got a lot of cool things cooking with a lot of cool people. On top of that, I want to talk about something that's not on our list, Sam, and that's our new thought process for a couple things, because I think some people find it interesting regarding videos. If you might have noticed, right, we did that recap video, And Sam wrote the script, and I did the editing because we decided, you know what? We got 2 people. Most people got one. Young only has one of him. He has to do all the work. We got 2 people. Let's divide and conquer.
We got half the brain cells though, but yeah,
there's half the brain cells. But if you put them together, we're close to Young. We're close.
We're close.
We're close. Not like there, but we're close. We're good at what we do, kind of. And yeah, so we kind of have a little bit of a new philosophy going into this new season, and it's that, hey, Sam's going to do what he does best, and write scripts and talk. He's good at that. And I'm going to edit videos, and I'll still be in videos. I'll still do voiceover. You'll still see me around. But yeah, we just decided, I think, to kind of pursue what we're both good at. I'll probably still make some videos of my own if it's like some stuff that's a little bit more lighter. I think Sam's just genuinely better at breaking things down, obviously based off of execution of the recap video. He's just good at what he does. He's good at what he does. And Sam doesn't have the stamina to edit a video. I barely do, man. Honestly. I was so mad, but I
after getting a degree in music and doing that, and then honestly the controller video, I just don't have patience to edit videos if I can help it. It's too tedious after writing code all day.
I think it's just also like, I think you just have a different view of like what you want in a video, and I don't think it's bad per se, but I just don't think the YouTube algorithm
I think the creative part of me might just be dead.
Could be done and over. Yeah, if any ones and zeros,
dude. Well, I mean, jokes aside though, since we've been running this channel, I mean, the creative stuff, meaning like editing. I mean, I've done my hand at editing, but like editing thumbnails, that's definitely been Cody's like forte, and then my stuff has been a lot more, I'd say, the business side of the channel.
Business and like writing, yeah,
writing, making connections, emailing, all that.
That's what I mean. I mean, I feel like we should just stop trying to force each other to be good at something that the other person's good at, and just be like, hey, why don't we just do our own thing together? Yeah, lean into it, utilize it. And I think it's worked out really great because that video is doing really good in terms of our other previous videos. So
especially for a video of like that type, you know, like
for an esports
meta guides are a different story compared to that if you look at like the viewership, but that video did do not surprisingly, it did well. We're happy with it.
Yeah, so I agree.
That being said, we do have videos as well in the works, or that we're planning at least, that I think we might film one this weekend. It just depends on time, but if not, we'll film it probably this coming week and try to get it out by next weekend at some point. And all I'll say is it mentions bingo. It's gonna be really cool, and I'll be, you know, a different, more fun video of us playing the game and things like that. So, you know, it's not all gonna be just esports news and patch updates and things like that. We actually are gonna have fun and play the game. We're actually playing the game a lot this season, a lot more than we did around this time of season 7. So we're pretty happy with it. So yeah. Anyways, big shout out real quick to Calms and Combo. He is a creator here on YouTube, does shorts, long form videos, and live streaming. He actually put out a video reviewing a bunch of finals creators. We had no idea this video was coming out, and a lot of people DM'd us and said, hey, you guys are in this. And major shout out to him. He gave us an A out of S, which is great. I mean, we're right there next to a lot of other creators that we look up to and respect and collaborate with, and it was really awesome. So the official term is actually Skeletal Sovereign, so you can refer to us as that if you'd like. But yeah, you know, shout out to Calms and Combo for including us in that video. You know, it was really cool to like hear his thoughts, and I think it actually made some things kind of click as well, like hearing his sort of review of our channel real quick, talking about like more esports sided, but still high level for new players and things like that, which is like something we said that's what we want the channel to be. Not necessarily just esports, but like approachable to where if you're casual, but all this esports stuff is going on, you have a place that's easy to pick it up. And it's nice to know that like somebody that we don't necessarily interact with one-on-one that often has gotten that. They think of that from us. It makes me at least feel good that we're doing what we set out to do. So
yeah, I was gonna say, like, even regarding some of what he said, I like all jokes aside, like it was super appreciative of what Sam said. Boils down exactly what I think, but back to not being as serious. I felt like I was getting glazed a little hard. I was like, I don't know if I deserve all this. I was like, am I really like? Have you sure you watched our content? Like, are we watching the same videos? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do a lot of, I thought that as well, to be honest, like at first. And then like I thought about it and I kind of looked through our channel and I was like, with like all the watch parties and the podcasts and, we got some esports videos here and there that are shorter and more beginner friendly. I was like, we really are kind of what they're saying, I think, to an extent. I will say, he said that we haven't invited him to a tournament. The tournaments are open to everybody, so please bring your diamond sniper rifle and come join. They are open to everybody. I can't promise you.
I will say, I'm just saying. Okay, I sent it around. All right, I don't know. I think he's in the places that I think he's in the places that I sent it to. I don't know. He just didn't look.
I don't know.
Didn't look.
He needs to get on X. I can tell you that he's not on X.
The everything app. It has everything.
The everything app, but not everyone. But he is a cool dude. And we appreciate the video. And along with that, actually, I was in a video, following that, along with Young, Gunbuck, some other creators. It's titled "Do All the Finals YouTubers Think the Same?" And if you've watched, and oh my god, now the name is escaping me, but it's the videos that,
Jubilee,
huh?
Jubilee.
Yes, Jubilee. I was, for some reason in my head, it immediately popped in as Ghibli, and I was like, not a Ghibli video. Spirited Away specifically.
Close.
Yeah,
very close.
No, the Jubilee videos where they have people, like kind of do like a poll in human form. So, like they got like 5 sections. It's like stand on this section for strongly agree, the other side for strongly disagree. It was one of those, talking about several different finals things. And I won't share our opinions on them because we've talked about it, in my opinion, quite a bit. One of them we're definitely going to talk about in the next pod episode. But if these topics interest you, go check out the video.
I didn't get to share my opinion.
Yeah, sucks to be you. Womp womp.
Okay.
But
we got time.
I'll tell you what, we're at 37 minutes. If we get through, honestly, we got 2 more topics, so actually we might have time. We'll come back.
I was like, I want to give my opinion.
You want to do it? All right. I won't share mine. If you want to hear them, go watch the video. And if you don't, then I get it, bro. I'm not that interested. I'm just kidding. All right, Cody, then fine. So Melee has a place in the finals at all levels. Do you strongly agree? Do you agree? Do you feel neutral?
At all levels. I would say somewhat disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think in its current state, in the current like design philosophy of the game for Melee, I think there's no way that it can have a place in most high level play. That's my personal.
But Ruby Labubu, bro.
Just saying.
He almost made the run.
He knocked out. But he didn't.
People.
He almost did, but he didn't. It's possible, but personally, from what I've seen, I feel like maybe Sled, but it's just we've seen so many Melee players, and maybe they aren't the people to do it. But I just don't think in its current state and the current design, I don't think it slots into higher level play. I don't think there's enough. I think pro players are too good at exploiting the weaknesses, and the weaknesses are too big.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Aim assist has no place in the finals is the next question.
Absolutely disagree.
Yeah.
And
why?
We've had this conversation before. At least me, I started as a controller kid. Okay, I grew up on the Xbox 360, and I've used my fair share of aim assist. I've played some games that have some pretty strong aim assist, and I've even played games on a console and switched over to PC. I think there's bad implementations of aim assist, and I think there's good implementations of aim assist. I think the finals is in a pretty good spot, aim assist implementation-wise. I think the people that complain about aim assist, I'm willing to have a conversation. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I think people are a little harsh. It's always grass is greener on the other side. Go play it for a month. See how you feel. You're going to want to go back to your mouse and keyboard. I'm telling you. Give it a try. You're going to be like, man, I wish I had my mouse and keyboard. It's not as easy as you think. It's not just the win button.
Yep.
That's all I'll say.
I mean, if you want my opinion on that, there's an entire hour-long video talking about it. So,
yep.
All right, question 3. All 3 builds, heavy, medium, and light, are equally balanced.
Somewhat disagree.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like a fluid thing, right? I don't think they're ever going to be equally balanced. It's impossible. I think it's just impossible to ever equally balance anything in a game, especially when you have classes like that. There's always going to be a class that feels a little bit better on paper. Granted, there's people that will always make something work. That's just the nature of things. There's good people that are just way too good at what they do, and when there's something that's a little bit bad or seen as a little bit bad, they're going to personally go out of their way to prove people wrong. But on paper, there's always just going to be something that's going to be objectively stronger. No such thing as equally balanced in a video game, in my opinion.
I will say, yeah, I mean, I think I put agree in that video. I think that they're probably not equally balanced, but the fact that at the highest level of play and even like plat and ranked, all that you really see from teams trying to be serious is HML. You see heavy, medium, light, and that is enough to think that they are balanced enough to where I could say they're equal.
Yeah, they're definitely balanced enough where there is tools that are too important in the game to run without. But if you like put them all down on paper, you get what I'm saying? Like they'll never be equally balanced. I do think they are balanced, but they're not equally balanced. Like you can make the argument, I'm not going to say this is the argument or this is my argument, but you can make the argument that like, oh, heavy is a little better. Or you could say that light's a little better. But
I think I think there's bias that comes into that as well based on
what I'm saying. You'll never be in a
right?
position where I think they're equally balanced. I just don't think it's possible. But I do think they've done a very good job at balancing.
Fair enough.
Next question, please. I'm ringing the bell.
Yep. Question 4, the prevalence of healing is good for the future of the finals.
I don't even think this is really that much of a conversation, personally. Just because I feel like the implementation of healing, while it's changed the game, I think it's more so like, it's not the healing itself that's changed the game. It's like, oh, not having DMAT or not having another gadget on light. It's actually like the healing itself really isn't that big of a deal. It just prolongs fights, just makes them a little longer. It doesn't actually change the game though. Like it's actually missing the item that you're switching the healing out for that changes the game more so, if you ask me. So I know I'm not answering this as someone agree or whatever. I'm sorry, but
no, I think you described it like most people. They felt like the meta needed to shake up, and this was a welcomed one. I mean, as soon as H+ came in, that's when we started talking about more like how teams are separating the gap from others in the pro league, based on their util usage and stuff. And I think it's crazy if you don't think the healing meta for that at least. It's no longer a raw DPS check, and we've seen so far this season. Again, getting into it probably next episode, but like Envy's back because the meta is shifting and healing's back on medium instead of light, like stuff like that. There's a lot to talk about. And the other one that final question, and we won't spend much time on it because again, it's not like a broken record, but we're gonna talk about it later. 4-team cash out is a completely viable game mode currently.
This is a very, 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 very crazy topic that you cannot put into a single sentence.
Yep.
This is something we could talk about on an entire pod. It's very, very debated right now.
Yeah.
Somewhat disagree.
I put agree with like an asterisk of it depends.
And I agree only on the fourth night of a month, only on the fourth Monday of the month.
Yeah. Again, we won't spend because this could be like an entire hour long.
That's what I'm saying. We can talk for the next.
And then if we bring somebody else on to talk about it, it's gonna be a whole hour long conversation of the other opinion of it. But to me, in the shortest form, the way Pro Hubs does it, where it's a qualification and it's like not elimination, it's used for seeding and points, and you play multiple cash out games. That to me is the correct way to implement cash out in a competitive format. It should never ever be in elimination mode. Never. We saw that at the major quals. There's a lot of opinions about it for, in my opinion, very valid reasons. And I am on the stance that cash out should never have been in elimination mode. I think that's why it sucks in ranked to an extent. That's a whole nother topic. Like, I think ranked should only be 2 rounds. It should be a cash out and then a final round. I don't understand why I got to play 2 cash out matches. It's awful. But that's, again, a topic for another day, because that will go on forever, and we're kind of running out of time. We're already at 45 minutes. So
told you we got it. We had to go through the questions. It was a good time save.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about some of these more in depth soon. Go check out that video though if you at least want to hear
Seems
my
very
viewpoint,
cool, yeah.
more in depth. And also, there's, like I said, a ton of other creators like Young's on there, Gunbuck, the Chonk. There's other people on Mountain Skew. There's some other people that I'm not remembering their name right now, but all really cool people. Hyperborean's on there too. Shout out him. Lots of good people in that video with a lot of interesting takes. A lot, they definitely look to Young and I as more the esports people, and they look to other people at the more casual scene. And it was really cool to like hear that kind of debate. And I'll be honest, sort of spoiler alert, a lot of people kind of agreed with each other from both scenes, which to me is a good thing. There's been a lot of divide as esports has come up in the finals about the game shifting too much, but there's actually, in my opinion, a lot of agreement between both scenes, including people who run Melee all the time just for fun, play the game for fun. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on. And speaking of esports, actually, real quick, new esports bundles dropped today. I have started building my Exodia esports bundle outfit, which, speaking of which, apparently people don't know what Exodia is. Which is
what
to me, yeah. What? I posted it in our Discord, and I said, "Yo, I can't wait," because they announced the bundles were $10. I was like, first of all, that's crazy in itself. That's only $10. You get so much stuff for $10.
You get so many goodies,
like so many things,
and they're they're well designed skins. I will say it.
They are. So yeah, but I was like, oh, I can't wait to craft the Exodia outfit. People kind of near my age were like, what's Exodia? And I was like, damn.
Crazy work.
So then I was like, okay, the Infinity Gauntlet of, esports skins.
Say,
and they're like, oh, I get it. I was like, okay.
I will say, not using Infinity Gauntlet nowadays, kind of a sell. But
yeah,
they should have known. They should have known Exodia. Like, come on, man.
Come on, bro. Sometimes I like to live on the
You say
classic
banish them to the
bit.
Shadow Realm, and nobody knows what you're talking about.
Damn, bro. I don't even play Yu-Gi-Oh like that, but come on, bro.
I summon Pot of Greed.
I can't be that old, surely. Right?
I summoned Pot of Greed and draw 3 cards. I summoned Pot of Greed and draw 3 cards.
Right, guys? I'm not that old, right? Pushing 30?
Get off stage.
Oh, God. But yeah, anyways, they are really cool. They do also give a kickback to the orgs, which that alone, I bought all 6. Not ashamed at all. We'll buy the next 6 or 10 when they release. But yeah. Sorry, Cody's about to, if Cody could smack me through the screen, he'd be doing it right now. Bro's hands are in my face.
Okay. Favorite bundle, worst bundle.
Man, I haven't even looked at the bundles fully yet in game.
I'll say it right now. Boom, Pulsar, worst bundle.
Yeah.
Maybe SSG. Maybe SSG. I'm sorry. Oh, but they have the gateway, so that goes up for me.
Yeah, man. I mean, they do have the exclusive gateway. Shout out Grad on that. Apparently, that was his call.
Pulsar's low. I'm sorry. Look, okay. You got Cowboy Man. You got Cool Technology Man. You got other Cool Technology Man. You have Space Guy. Okay. And then you have Guy with Hat. I'm just saying.
Okay, so
I love Pulsar. Hey, look.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Brutal Logic's on Pulsar. That's my boy.
That is our boy.
I hold him close.
That's a day one.
But man, the bundle ain't great.
The weapon skins on that bundle are pretty nice though. The F cars.
They're nice colors. They're a nice clean blue. But yeah. I'd put my favorite bundle though. Probably Pioneers or Alliance, I would say. I'm stuck between those two.
So, man, I'm torn because my favorite's Alliance
Don't be
pretty
too
heavily, even biased aside with Young and it being an org I like I like Kelly and everybody else that's involved over there. They just are really I love the way that they're
I
involved
love
in the
my
finals
favorite.
scene.
I have my little story. I love my little story I have, but go ahead.
But yeah, I like the Alliance skin the most. I also think it's the most like esports competitively viable. Like that was what I kind of wanted to see in the finals. In my opinion, I thought that their skin bundle should have been all of them with just different colors. But that's the competitive integrity side of me coming from, playing games like Halo and Call of Duty and such,
It's
where
cool.
they kind of
It's cool. Have a
standardize
bunch
the
of those.
outfit. They kind of standardize the outfit and then reskin it based on team. I don't want that either. I mean, I like the like fun aspects of it, but are you really going to tell me that the SSG giant freaking dome on your head is competitively viable compared to the slender?
Yes, because the game moves like so fast that I promise you, people really aren't thinking.
Probably.
About it.
I mean, you're probably right. To be honest,
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Like cosmetics in this game, unless you're running an aura, because the auras those are great. You want to take the
If
look.
you're
I'll
running
give
an
it
effect,
a little
you gotta
tip from
take that
Cody.
off.
A little tip from Cody. Take that off. If you want to run it in like World Tour, that's fine. Run it
I
in
don't
there,
know, bro.
but
I just played
not
against
run it in ranked.
we just played against Commit and got absolutely slammed in the sweatiest.
Hey,
World
I
Tour
got
game
my
of
one.
life.
I got my one.
Dude, I was on light and I was like, bro, like I have no business playing. I play light in World Tour for fun. Like,
Okay,
I'm not
I will
good.
say, I think if we had a medium, we wouldn't have won, but we would have.
Well, that or yeah, if we had a medium, we would have won. But I don't
We would
play.
have gotten a cash box.
Yeah, but I don't play World Tour for that, bro. Like most of the time, I'm solo queue with a bow just because it's fun. Like I like playing cash out and just running around.
Fun
with a
for
bow.
you.
Okay. Well, yeah, but when you go up against 2 diamonds and Commit, it's kind of like, all right, well.
Yeah. No.
Story changes.
Genuinely though, like, I think it's fun. I think the game's cool. I mean, I really don't think cosmetics are like changing that much. It's one thing when you're playing a slower game, right? Like, and I'll even say this in like Call of Duty, like even like Call of Duty where it's like it's so fast paced that like I promise you the cosmetics really aren't doing that much unless you're bright glowing or you have a trail running behind you. Like it's not really changing much. I'm sorry to say.
So, I realized I sidetracked this entire time. Least favorite. I'm also torn between. I'm torn between 3. I'm torn between SSG. Only because I think it's so chunky looking. It's just kind of silly. I saw the boots today and I was like, damn, them things are.
I think people
big
are giving Nightmares
steppers.
too much. I think Nightmare's getting too much hate. I think the top half of the outfit's actually pretty cool.
Oh, I think I didn't even realize the Nightmare one was not getting a lot of love. I thought it was pretty cool. No, okay,
I've heard a lot of people are
SSG,
like,
the
I'm not feeling
SSG one
Nightmare.
is just kind of funny for the boots alone. I don't know why. I saw them. I was building out my contest earlier. I was like, go. They got the big steppers. They're like the slippers.
Yeah, because your monkey brain is like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, so the one, right, so the Pulsar one, right, the headpiece, in my opinion, is actually kind of cool. I like the visor. I hate the fact that it clips out of hoods, the hat, because it actually looks really sick if you're wearing the Alliance hood, but it does clip out the back, which sucks. I was like, damn, if it didn't do that, it'd be hard. The rest of the skin, though, does look like generic Isolt slop. Sorry, haters. Not really. I think the Isolt cosmetics to me are kind of slop a lot of times. And then the other one, which I didn't think this at first when I saw the announcement, but the more that I've thought about it even before it released, is the Envy one. And I say that
wait, I forgot about that. Envy's my bottom. Envy's the bottom. I'm sorry.
And I
Envy's
say
so
that
bad.
because it looks like their freaking Halo, one of their Halo bundles. And to me, that's all I think about when I see it. It's just freaking Halo. And I'm like, I love Halo, but God, was it not the safest pick in all of history of cosmetics?
I will say that's how you know Envy's was not great because I forgot about it.
It's I mean, and the thing is, like,
I forgot about it.
The thing is, like, it's the helmet's cool, but it's also the same helmet I think is the one I got from subscribing and gifting subs on Twitch a couple months ago, like a month or two ago. It's just it's such a safe skin for them, which maybe it's a brand thing, I don't know. But
Can I say something real quick?
It did come out, and I was like, man, I just don't see myself really wanting to run this bundle in its entirety.
Okay,
that's just me.
I want to say something real quick. The fact that we are able to have this conversation is so cool in itself. Okay, we're this is all just for funsies. Like, all in all, it is I'm so happy for every single team and every org that is a part of this game that is able to even have a bundle that is unique and different, even if I think it's not great compared to a different bundle. Like the fact that we're able to have that conversation is so cool. So we're joking, we're saying, oh, what's the worst bundle? What's the best bundle? We're just being boys, okay? We're just having
none
fun.
of them suck.
All the bundles are super.
No,
cool,
they're all good.
okay?
You should buy them all, in my opinion, because I think, and I'm talking about just the cosmetics. I haven't even looked at the weapon bundles yet for a lot of these. The weapon skins are kind of sick on all of them. So
yeah, they come with, just so everyone knows, you get a full outfit, and then you get 2 weapons, sometimes 3, or you get a weapon and a gadget in another weapon, or you just get you get 3 additional items on top of the outfit. Normally, you don't get all that in the bundle. Okay, for $10.
Wait,
good
also,
money.
sorry, another L for Pulsar though. Why Lewis gun? Why who picked Lewis gun? Was it brutal? No, I don't think it was brutal. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe
I
I'm
heard
impersonal.
around that Embark had some say in some of the skins, so maybe they just wanted to give Lewis guns some love.
Damn. I mean, I know that makes Young happy, but
That guy doesn't deserve to be happy.
That's
No
not true.
happiness.
Don't ever say that.
Mm-mm.
That's what Pookie. Don't say that. No. Yeah, they are really sick. You also get a player background. You get an effect. You get to aura.
Yeah, you get a
That's
bunch
probably
of
going to
stuff.
sell you in games, but hey, it looks cool.
It is going to sell you in games, but you can glow bright green.
Yeah,
It's cool.
or yellow or blue
or yellow or blue or whatever
whatever.
color you choose.
And stickers. I mean, you get pretty
you
much
get
every
everything.
type of cosmetic.
You get a border, you get a background, you get literally one of every cosmetic. So if you're just joining the game and you're like, hey, I like those SSG guys, I watched them in X game. Get the bundle. You get a whole fit. You get fitted up.
Yep. Yeah.
It's worth it.
So grab that. Grab your favorite. Let us know in the comments what your favorite one is.
And your least favorite. I want to know.
Yeah, very true. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. We're pretty much at time. You might be able to hear that my dog's getting restless because he wants to go.
There's
OUT.
actually me. That's me shaking. Yeah.
He wants to go OUT is what he wants. He's
That's not
starting to bother me.
Sam's dog. That's me.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, Cody wants to go OUT. Anyways, guys, I think that's kind of it. Do you have anything else you wanted to add before we head out of here?
Stay tuned for the next episode of the pod, which will probably release pretty close to this one. We'll give it a little bit of time to simmer. But yeah. Also, side note, if anyone made it to the end of the episode, I'm curious, just for funsies, not only join the Discord, but if you're an editor or know somebody that edits, I want to know.
Also, if you just make stuff in general, let us know.
Yeah. Also, let me know if you make stuff. I
Let
like
us know.
seeing cool stuff.
Oh,
and I like.
sorry,
collaborating.
last thing. Shoof finally got my stuff in, which I talked about on a stream a while ago, but it's on Twitter.
I'm getting my stuff. I'm getting my stuff soon.
Yeah. So if you guys bake things, music, art, videos, whatever,
love
let
all
us
that.
know, man. We love to share that stuff
Okay,
out.
real ones at the end. Okay, I'm willing to say it. I don't think anyone will be mad. Okay, I've made a song with Raindrin. Okay, I sang on it. It's super cool. Sam can vouch.
It's
really cool.
It's really
It's
sick.
so sick. It's so sick. I'm so excited.
It is so sick.
I'm so excited.
We also have something else coming out with another
Would you have something cool?
community.
I think you can. I mean,
arts.
it's the end, dude. It's the end of the pod, guys. Come on,
All right, it's the end of the pod. Only the real
Let
ones.
them
made it
know.
this
The
far.
real ones.
If you
need to
leak
know.
it, listen. If you leak it outside this pod,
Yeah, at the end of the pod, if I
You'll
see in the
break my
Discord
heart.
someone's like, dude, Cody's making a song with Rachel, we're never telling you nothing. You're getting nothing
yeah,
ever
that's
again.
it.
Okay?
This is
Only
our
real ones know.
little secret. We're
That's
about to go
our
over
little
time
secret.
for this. That's how important it is.
Yeah,
But
we're
we
going
also
time. You guys gotta
that secret surprise I told you that you might be able to pre-order soon. We are having shirts made for the major, and we will be selling those to people in Discord that are attending because we have to get them pre-made.
We might. I'm not gonna. This isn't for sure, but we might have some means. Maybe we'll give out one or two. Maybe.
Yeah, there might be
We'll
some
do a giveaway
giveaways
or
as well.
something. Maybe we'll do a
if
giveaway
you're
or
going to
two.
the major, but you have to be going to the major because we have to go to it too.
I
But-
might be down to give one away in Discord. We'll see. We'll talk. We'll
We'll see.
Maybe
With the
We'll see.
tariffs, it's kind of complicated right now.
Yeah, with
be
the
honest.
tariffs, we'll see.
But
no, we're thinking about you.
yep, we are thinking about you. And the
It's
work,
so cool.
the
It
art
looks so cool.
for it is being done by Cartoon Chaser, which is very cool. So, and we're
Yep.
very excited. We've been seeing some drafts and renders. It's not fully done just yet.
It's gonna be a cool shirt.
The moment that it is, we will probably be announcing it on Discord once we lay it out on the shirt and stuff. And we'll take pre-orders to that because they'll be made to order. So make sure you're in there. If a shirt sounds cool to you, it's gonna be really dope. And if you're going to the major, of course. Plus, we'll probably have a thread or things like that in the Discord as we get closer.
Yeah,
to the
we're
major.
gonna have a major thread. If anyone wants to say hi to the good old boys, Sam and Cody, just be prepared. I'm short.
Fair enough. I'm also big, like Thwomp build.
And I look really small next to Sam. It's just not great. So I'm probably gonna stand 5 feet apart, so I look bigger.
Yeah, that's fair. He'll stand like 5 feet in front of me.
I'm gonna stand next to Young.
Yeah, there you go.
And then he'll be like, "Damn, those two guys are huge." And then Sam's gonna walk by and be like, "Whoa,
yeah,
what's going on over there?"
Yeah, we've had a lot of people. I don't want to hold this too much longer, but we've had a lot of people hit us up asking us our plans for the major. We're waiting on things. That's all I could say.
We're waiting on so many things.
We're waiting on a lot, and it's now reaching that point of we might just have to go ahead and make plans regardless. So just be in the Discord. If you're going to the major, keep your eye out for a thread probably being created soon. That's where we're going to be sharing information on what's happening. But we still need probably a week or two before we can really plan things out on our end. Okay. Anyways, we rambled for a lot. We leaked some things as we do in our typical fashion because we can't keep our mouth shut. We don't like secrets over here.
I just like saying stuff.
We like know who the real ones are because if you go leak it, we know you're a real one. But don't leak it. Don't actually leak anything, please.
Yeah, don't leak it. No leakers, okay?
Yeah, no leakers. Make leek soup, like Caroline says. Go
if you want to say anything,
soup.
go in the Sam and Cody chat. Only real ones are in the Sam and Cody chat on Discord. You can go in there and be like, "Hey, I heard you guys' little secret," and then you don't say what it is, but you say, "I heard you guys' little secret," and we'll be like, "Yeah," and that's it. That's how we know. That's how we know you're a real one. Do it like
if you're a real one, do it in the first 50 chat.
Oh,
real ones know what that is.
I'm supposed to know about that.
Mm-hmm. And anyways, that's
a real one. Buy a membership. Go into the member. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Go to the membership.
Twitch.
Refund it. Send
Twitch
your message.
Also
refund it.
Get access to the members only chats, which we're still. There's not enough.
If you go in there,
for us to really be doing a lot.
If you go in there and you use your Luna sub.
No, it's still a Prime. No, it's still a Prime sub.
Oh, it is still
Prime.
Thank God.
They got rid of Prime Gaming.
Oh my gosh, I was like, I do not want to say on stream, "Hey, dude, thanks for the Luna." Like,
hey, dudes,
okay.
Any Lunars? Any Lunars?
Any Lunars in the chat, bro? So it's gonna be like, "What'd you say?"
Yeah.
Thought you said the one with the G.
Damn, bro. Yeah, we've just kind of been yapping for a minute. Also, I'm streaming more. Streaming more gameplay.
No more. No more.
Go follow.
No, you can't say that no more.
Twitch.tv/TFC_Sam. And follow us on Twitter.
We're bleeping
follow
all
us
that
everywhere
out.
else. All our socials in bio. All right.
Wait, if you're shouting out your Twitter, I'm shouting out my Twitter. TFC_Cody.
Yeah.
All right, bye guys.
I'm
That's
Sam
it. No.
the
Sam,
finals.
I can't hear Sam. Oh, he's cutting out, dude. Damn. I gotta outro it, dude. You have enough followers, okay? Leave some for me, dude. God, man. No, I'm just kidding. It's what is it? It's Sam.
It's Sam_the finals because every combination of TFC Sam is just freaking taken, bro. I don't know.
Well,
I got ops, bro. Apparently, it's crazy.
Okay, Samuel. Okay.
Whoa, leaking my name. All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna close off this one and then write out what we're gonna talk about in the next episode. So, anyways, we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
We'll see you around the arena later.